Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, I'm just gonna let a couple people log on here really fast before I get chit-chatting of a few things that are happening right now. Clearly I'm in my car, but what I am gonna do real quick is, it's already kind of been a day, so hi, good morning. So here's what's gonna be happening. I got some Amazon goodness. I am actually waiting outside the doctor's to get an antibiotic for myself, to get things to get better. I'm dealing with a few things I need to get some antibiotics for, and hopefully it will take care of what I've been dealing with right now. But I'm going to open my Amazon goodness that you guys sent in. Good morning, Tracy. This morning. Good morning, Dog and Ball. So while I'm waiting to get into the doctor's to get a prescription, I am going to, after this, I gotta go to my vet, and I have to, the bobcat is hurt, so I get to go take Jinx in today. I think he either has a bad tooth or he may have something stuck in his gum. We've had this happen with cats before, so I already put a call into my vet, and I'm going to be doing that. So I'm going to open the Amazon goodness, then I'm going to go out to the vet, and I'm going to check in with him after I get my antibiotics. Then I'm going to go get Jinx, take him into the vet, and then get that taken care of. Then I'm going to go back to the property, finish feeding everybody, and then I have to, I gotta do computer work today. Morning! So, you guys sent us in a ton of stuff. I'm going to open it while I'm waiting because they told me it's an hour wait to be able to get an antibiotic. So, why not just open this stuff up here with you and then go show you and plan that day out for the animals there. So, here's what we're doing. We're gonna open this stuff up. Gotta knock out two birds with one stone. I can't just sit here and not do anything. I already updated all of the Etsy orders and all that kind of stuff. Of course, I didn't bring my laptop today because I wasn't expecting to be here for all these hours on end. So let's see what you guys, oh, awesome. Patreon, thank you. This is from Jennifer. Jennifer sent me in my for gaps and joints so I can finish my alligator enclosure. Thank you so much. So we'll go live on Patreon. I know, poor Jinxie. I gotta go check it out myself though. I'll actually pin him down and look in his mouth and get bit by him if I have to before taking him into the vet to make sure it's a bad tooth or what's going on. But I'll be out there hopefully shortly. I gotta get into the doctor and get my son had strep, and I think now I have strep, and so I have to go in and get antibiotics. Anyway, thank you for sending this in. So this is huge. This is awesome. So Patreon, you'll see me fixing the alligator enclosure this week, the rest of the alligator enclosure this week, thanks to Jennifer. Thank you. And then, let's see what this is. Oh, awesome. This is from Dan. Thank you, Dan. This is great timing. This is the a macaw toy, which is fantastic. So I'll show you how that goes to good use out on Patreon. Yeah, it's either strep or pneumonia, a possible double ear infection, and maybe a sinus infection, but that's how I roll. I go big or I go home. It is what it is. I still gotta work. I gotta get stuff done, so take some antibiotics or take some drugs and go back to work. It's kind of how it is. Anyway, we'll see what the doctor says today. I don't like coming to the doctor, but it's bad if I came to the doctor, so. Oh my goodness. So it looks like you guys are going to be introduced to our new rescue if this is from one of my Patreons. Hold on one second. So we have Patreon right now, which gets exclusive stuff to our new rescues and stuff. Where's the tag? I'm looking here. They sent in the little crinkle balls. Yeah. Oh, I'll be fine. I'm okay. Okay. This will give away what I actually probably already read it. What I have. So we got a rescue in that we've been holding off on you guys. So I will show you this gift later for them. I gotta make sure that's from a Patreon, because like I said, told Patreon, if you want us to release it early to everybody, you send us in some stuff. This is for them, our new rescue that we got in. Oh, you've been battling science medicine? I don't know what it is. Just really not easy to breathe. So, we'll figure it out though. I got too much to do though. I'm willing it away as best as I can. Oh, I was like, did I buy something for myself? I thought these was a pair of pants or something. Hold on one sec. Thank you so much. I need these today for Jinx. Oh my God. Oh, Stephanie. Oh God, there's a bee. Got him. Sorry. I don't want to be stung. So, Stephanie sent us in. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Get ready for this. You ready? My really good no bite gloves. Oh, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, these are awesome, which I will be using today for Jinx to look in his mouth, because I will absolutely get bit, and this will prevent my bite from being as bad as it could be without anything. Because I have to look into his mouth, so I'll have to pin him down and so this is, thank you. This was very good timing for today. I appreciate that. So there's that. Then you guys must have been watching our live with cleaning Salvador's walls. So Patreon watched us clean Salvador's walls. This is from Jennifer. I broke Holly's brush, and you guys already sent in a new one. You're so amazing. You all are so awesome. So we'll go see some animals later. Again, I'm waiting at the doctor's for me. Then after I get an antibiotic, I'm gonna go stop by Doc's place down here. If they even give me an antibiotic, it may be nothing. They may just say it's a cold. Get over it, lady. So we'll see. But I think it's more for me to actually come to the doctor. I hope it's more, so we can just get it resolved. So I broke her scrub brush. She's gonna be so happy. I'll show you. I broke the squeegee on it. So look at this. This literally cracked completely off. The brush did. So when I was squeegeeing Salvador's floors, it just cracked right in half, and this is Holly's favorite brush, and she was like, no, I lost it. So here's how the day's gonna go, guys. So we currently have a $2,300 matching campaign going, and this is for me to make a big reorder for animal food that I need to make, desperately need to make. So we have $2,300 matching for our sanctuary. Everything that you donate is a tax deductible. The link is up in the bio. You click on that. I'm working on symbolic adoptions today to get all of that organized and figured out and things like that. I have to take Jinx into the vet now. That was a curveball that was thrown in this morning about 40 minutes ago, as I've been sitting here waiting. I got I got Etsy stuff all up to date. Etsy made a mistake, so I apologize if you guys didn't get some of your orders quickly. They are rushing them right now though for you. Then I'm gonna get Jinx. I'll go live on Patreon for catching Jinx. I'll go live on Patreon for taking Jinx to the vet. I cannot go live inside of the vet, so you won't be able to see that. Now, if you want to join our Patreon, that's a really good way for you guys to get back to the animals. Now, by giving back to the animals, you're gonna help the organization continue to care for these animals. We kind of are, we're in dire need right now of funds. We just are. And I know that the funds have been pretty consistent. I'm getting the newsletter sent out today. I'm getting my symbolic stuff set up. Here's what's happening for you guys. Going to the vet for the bobcat. He either has a bone or something stuck in his mouth, or he has a bad tooth that needs to be pulled today. If it's a bad tooth and it's wiggly, then I can just think if it's already ready to go. But if not, then I gotta take him in. So those no bite gloves will work really well for me today. But most likely he'll have to go in. One time we had a lynx that cracked the chicken incorrectly, and it put the bone up into the gum line, and so we had to take her in and do that. Unfortunately, she was like, how old was Sasha? About 16 and a half years old, and she didn't make it through anesthesia. Jinx is really healthy and young, so he should make it just fine. But then I get a vet bill. I'm so excited. So we're trying to keep our animals healthy so that we don't have vet bills right now, because we don't know if we're gonna be able to open. We still haven't heard anything, but it's really, really complicated because, like, you know, our average cost is about $50,000 a month. We do have Patreon. So if you join Patreon, you become one of our patrons. It is $5 all the way up to $250. So depending on what tier you choose to do. Now the $5 tier is for like all of our content, pictures, updates on rescues that are coming in, things that you get to see that nobody else gets to see for a couple weeks on Facebook and TikTok, and Instagram. Then we have our $10 tier, which gets you our lives. Now our lives, it's, you know, the eye of the beholder, but like we go live and we start showing, we show like what we do in a day. So like the viewers came live with me almost all day on Saturday. We pressure washed bird enclosures. We got them all set up. We swapped out birds. We did all of that kind of stuff. So our lives are available to $10 tier and above. We have our historian tier, which is where you actually get some back, history of the organization on Tuesdays and Thursdays. You get some photos with some animals that have come through our compound. We have our $50 tier, which is the Slothifer tier. And what that gets you is everything from all the previous tiers too come with each up tier. You get that, and it is, we have an animal of the month that's featured. You get access to a private Patreon store, which I'm going to be adding April's socks and all that kind of stuff that she's designed to Patreon only soon. She did an anteater sock, a raccoon sock, all that kind of stuff. So you guys can watch our lives on there. Or you can get special access to the stores on there. Our $100 tier, I send you something every month, whether it be something for our an animal paw print, a print of a print, something like that, a beautiful print of one of the wolves, you know, framed or something like that, a wood print, something like that is what you get every month with our, so I'm sending out September's right now. And I usually try to send out 2 months at a time. So like I send out September and October at the same time. So September's tier that's coming, I'm sending out a notebook that has all of our animals on it for notes and birthdays and reminders and things like that. So it's like a notebook. And then you also are getting a print of some of the animal collage with their Halloween stuff that they do. So you're getting a special print for that. And then our $250 tier gets original artwork from the animal every month. So one of our viewers has that. She actually sent me her wall of stuff that she had done. All of the animals' original paw prints that she has gotten over her supporting the tiers has helped us out. So all that stuff, lots going on. We need help. We have to get about 2,800 Patreons to be able to survive. That's kind of where we're at. You know, money is super, super tight right now. Like I haven't been able to make my Rodent Pro order. I haven't been able to make my Insectivore orders yet. So we're doing the $2,300 matching that somebody has been so generous to offer to do for us. We do have a calendar. We will have another calendar for pre-orders coming up here for 2024. We did 2023 and we'll be doing 2024 here soon. And on our calendars, April has included all the dates of like special stuff that happens, like cat awareness and wolf awareness and all that kind of stuff. So we do have that. So those pre-orders will be coming up. We just are finishing the design of those. Yeah, so we're working on all that right now. I'm hopefully going to be having a launch on October 1st. I don't have so much to do. And I've been so short-staffed. So I've been doing Jeremy's job because he's been gone for he'll be gone for 2 weeks. He'll be back hopefully next Monday. If not next Monday, the Monday after. See, I hope it's just strep throat. And not pneumonia, but it might be pneumonia. I might have walking pneumonia. It's very possible. Anyway, so, I'm getting all that stuff situated. It's a lot of moving parts. Holly just sent me a video of Jinx for me to look at before, okay, sorry, I'm reading her text messages to me, because she's at the property already taking care of everybody while I'm trying to get taken care of over here. So anyway, when I get to the property, Patreon, our $10 tier and above, will watch me with Jinx, watch me probably get bit. It's part of it. He's not going to be happy. I hate getting bit, even through no bite gloves. I hate getting bit. So that'll be happening on Patreon. We'll get him loaded. Again, I can't take you into the vet with me where we jab stick him and do all that kind of stuff, but, I will post pictures. I can do pictures to Patreon of Jinx all sleepy and stuff like that, but that'll be a Patreon thing. And then I will show you guys, because one of our guests on Patreon sent us in a gift for our new rescue. We will try to release our new rescue to the Facebook and TikTok world later this afternoon. So we'll show you the two new Casper and Mon. That's their names that they came with. Casper and Mon will be released, our brand new rescues. And you guys joining our Patreon is going to allow us to continue doing what we're doing. We really do need help right now, and I hate begging for help. But the most humbling thing that I've discovered in nonprofit world is that you guys make it very possible for me to do what I do. And I'm very grateful to all of you for allowing that. I have considered having a 24-hour camera. The problem is platforms don't allow you to do that except for Twitch. So, you have to like actually put like, I'm still here, for those 24-hour cameras. So, I got to figure out a way to stream it to my house and then stream it from my house so that I can continually do that. And I might make that a tier for Patreon. I might make that into like a $15 tier for Patreon, where we have an animal that we stream every single day without sound, just in case I get angry out of the property. You guys don't need to see my real temper. I actually swore the other day on Patreon, and I could not believe I did it. I have never, ever dropped the F-bomb ever on social media, and I totally did. And it was about nasty hamburgers. I mean, like, there was no reason for me to do it. It was what it was. But anyway, I have to figure that out. So maybe we'll do like a live camera one night. We'll do like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday thing. Sorry, I just had a text message come through. Like Monday might be alligators, Tuesday might be marmosets, Wednesdays might be the owl, Thursday might be cargo. So if we do something like that, maybe I'll put that like in a $15 tier, that has a constant stream to a live of some kind, but it has to be, I just gotta figure out how to do it. I just need to look into how to do it. But I have to go to Jinx. We don't know if we're gonna open back up. We're trying to open right now. We are waiting for the hearing examiner. It should be hopefully this week, but that doesn't mean that our nuisance lawsuit's gone away, so we're going to have to fight that too. Still, it's kind of on hold right now, but, it's a pretty big thing right now. We're trying to, get it all resolved, but I got to build up my Patreon. I got to build up my social media. I really need your guys' help sharing our videos. I really need you guys' help to bring more followers into the organization. We're up to about 222,000 viewers, or not viewers, but followers on Facebook now, thanks to Jessica. That's all Jessica. We're up to about 250,000 on TikTok. But Tuesday will be 15 business days. Yeah, and he said that it's going to take longer, so we don't know how long this is going to take. Someone should make a gift for the Patreon. We have a in the link in our bio, it has all the stuff for Patreon. But yeah, so maybe we'll get that all figured out. So if you guys want to I'll work on that today because I'm going to go out. I'm going to clean and feed everybody as quick as I can. I may show you guys a new rescue later this afternoon, depending on what they say about where my health is at. After that, then, I got to go home and I got to knock out computer work today. I have to. I got to get new stuff on the Patreon store for you guys. I got to get all of that kind of stuff. But yeah, we're going to get all that. I'll add a new tier. Oh, symbolic adoptions are coming. So symbolic adoptions are coming. I have to work on that today. I got to make a spreadsheet for all of that. It's $10 to see our lives on Patreon. That's really behind the scenes stuff. So like I was pressure washing bird enclosures. I was in the trailer cleaning the bird trailer. You guys are with me for deep cleaning the sloths trailer. So you guys got to see the animals there. What else did we have? We had a live of cleaning the alligators, of building a new platform in there. So like you guys are involved in all of that stuff on Patreon, and we've been doing it a lot more consistently. Like today I was going to have, yeah, so Nicole, okay, I'm still sick. I'm at the doctor's. It's not getting better. It's getting really bad. It's hard to breathe. So I'm like, oh, now that it's becoming challenging to breathe. I probably should go in. No, it's not COVID. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to get all that. So symbolic adoptions are coming up. What that's going to consist of. So for people who don't want to be involved in our Patreon, that's totally okay. You don't have to be involved in our Patreon. If you don't want updated content and special things like that, that's fine. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to create a PDF file for you, right? So this PDF file is going to consist of desktop photos for you, some iPhone photos that you can have as backdrops that were professionally done. Oh, you did get to see the reptile room too, didn't you, Dan? You guys came and fed the blood python with me, and you fed the caiman lizard, the savannah, the water monitor, and all that was also on Patreon only. Yes, I will pin the Patreon store link to the top for you, Tracy, for sure. It will be under one of the tags. So, what's going to happen? So those people who are just like, this just isn't in my budget to be able to afford the $5 a month or more, what you can do is we're going to do symbolic adoptions. So what that means is you pick what works for you. So like you can come in and be like, I can only afford $1 a month. Well, that's not only to us. That is $1 that's going towards feeding, watering, and powering the animals. That is huge for us. And then you get to pick what animal you adopt, and we're going to send you over an adoption PDF file, zip drive that you guys get, that will have that specific animal that you chose to help with a adoption certificate. You know, I support this, and then you guys can get printed or print whatever you want from those files. You can use them as desktops, you can use them as iPhone backgrounds, you can use them as whatever you want to use them as, and it will be a symbolic adoption package digital that gets sent to you, and you can do what you want with those photos. So that's coming. We're talking about doing a Patreon tier that specifically has that also, where you get to pick an animal specifically, whether it be like a $35 tier a month where we do that, but then you would get that animal update monthly. So it's going to be a little bit more involved if you're on Patreon. So I'm working on that also. And then we're also working on getting our whole website revamped so that it's a little bit targeted more in the direction that we're going. Thank you. I'm so glad that you guys are liking the Patreon. It really means a lot. You've been very, very huge. And we really appreciate you guys following us and seeing what we do in a day, because we really do a lot. I'm the Superman on TikTok. I follow you, and you guys are awesome. Oh, thank you. You should join us on Patreon. You'll get a lot more behind the scenes stuff. So anyway, it's just, we're trying to all stay healthy. We're trying to all keep going. Angela got a new job. We're very happy for her. We're so sad to see her go, but I have her till Monday, which means it's going to be just Holly and I. No, the squirrel came down. He was fine. I gave him a whole thing of peanuts, and he came down. He was perfectly fine. Played me like a fiddle. It was what it was. But anyway, you would have seen that on Patreon. So Angela's got a new job, and you haven't been since you guys are still fighting for the permit. We're not fighting for the permit. We're just waiting to hear back from the permit. I'll get better. I will get better. It is what it is right now. Just got to keep going through it. Yeah, so yes. So that's an idea. Rachel, it's an idea. If I did a live, but I go live so much on Patreon that you guys see behind the scenes all the time. I'm hoping that I can get educational stuff started to post to YouTube, for kids. So he did play me. I swear to goodness, this squirrel was acting like on death's door, and I was getting ready to get a ladder to go up there and get him and bring him down and help him out. And I left him a little handful of peanuts. He came down, ate the whole thing, and went back up and was boo, boo. Like he was all like sad and depressed. But Nicole, what I'm going to do for you, I would like to just order the stuff for you and have it shipped to you. So send me what vendor you use, and I will go on there and or what clothing you want to use, or if you're okay with me picking the kind of sweatshirts and sweatpants that I like the best, I would rather just send the 2 sizes to have you tie-dye those and print on them for us specifically. So it did sound like he was crying in pain. He played me. We are about 520 hours away from being monetized on YouTube. We're very, very, very close. So send me the link and I'll order it, Nicole. Send me your address again too, so I have it fresh in my email, and I will I'll order it and get it shipped to you so that you're not paying out of pocket for it. Let me pay for that. But yeah, he was crying in pain. It was crap. It just made me very, very, very upset. But he's okay. The squirrel's great, so that's fine. He just knows how to play me like a fiddle. Anyway, but yeah, thank you guys for sending in all this Amazon goodness. We will show you the animal that came into us in our rescue. If you want to see exclusive rescues, I am having a rescue that's going to be coming in here very soon that I'm going to be training and working with for pretty exclusively. So if you want to see how I actually train animals, to animals that can be trainable. I have animals that can't be. Like, I'm not going to sit there and train a skunk and that kind of stuff. But I can train things in the canine family or the cat family or things like that. And it's just working with them to make them okay with me. So yeah, it's a lot. I know he did sound like he was dying. You guys heard him. It wasn't just me. Yeah, my neighbors would have killed him. Clearly, they would have offed him. But he's like, oh, I can get fed here. This is great. Let's do this. But anyway, so I'm just waiting right now. Once I get into the vet, or not the vet, once I get into my clinic for humans and get my antibiotic, I'm going to go to my vet and I'm going to get Jinx set up for an appointment so I can take Jinx in. Jinx is our bobcat. If you want to see that exclusive content, you do have to join our Patreon. So you'll see photos and stuff of Jinx, but our lives are $10 and more. You will actually see me catching Jinx and putting Jinx in the enclosure and driving him down here and doing all that kind of stuff. So all of that exclusive stuff will be done through that. And then I'll post pictures on Patreon for our $5 tier and above for all of you of him being knocked out and like how that works and how that looks and things like that. I have to be careful out of respect for my vet to do things and take things very appropriately and correctly. A lot of people don't understand that stuff, and I would never ever want to do anything to jeopardize or harm my vet because he is one of the best vets in the entire world. Very fortunate to have him. I wish I could go be seen by him. I would be seen quicker than going to the walk-in clinic or the ER. So I wish I could just go to him, but he doesn't do human medicine. So anyway, I won't get into that. So, yeah. So anyway, thank you guys again. So we'll show you guys our rescues here soon. I just opened Amazon Goodness, and then, because I'm in my car waiting for the doctor, So the $5 tier, it's $5 a month. God, I'm sorry, I don't have my laptop here. I don't think I brought it. I think it's on my, I did it. Did I? Wait. No, I didn't bring my laptop or I'd show you. So with the $5 tier, it pretty much gets you all of our content, right? So if you go on and you'll get our special content, that's exclusive to Patreon. So if you go on there, you will get, photos. We do daily photos. We do videos. I made the announcement that Mushi is staying at our house now, a feral cat that I brought back to life, and it made him really good with people. She's now living with us. We're not going to rehome her. She has some medical issues, and I'm not going to give that medical issue stuff to somebody else to deal with. I'm going to deal with it. And that's the kind of stuff that you get. You get updated stuff when rescues are coming in. You get those updates of like those rescues that are specifically coming in to our compound also. So you get first dibs on seeing what's coming in. You get little videos. All of that's what you get on the Patreon. And what you're doing is your contribution on Patreon for $5 tier and above, that literally allows us to function and allows us to continue taking care of the animals. Like today, when I have my $500 or $600 vet bill that I'm going to be having today, that right now being closed, I can't really afford. And we need that money for other stuff. That's all going to Patreon is a reason why I can pay for that. So it really does help us out with medical bills and all of that kind of stuff. It's very, very helpful to us. So you don't think that $5 is a lot, but it is a lot. And then we're also going to be having the symbolic adoption. So I'm going to be adding more new tiers to Patreon. And I'm thinking about even adding like a $1 tier, for people who want to. I'm going to be having my bobcat at the vet. I'm at my vet, like for me, I'm at the hospital waiting to get in and me be seen because I might have walking pneumonia or strep throat or sinus infection or ear infection or something. I've been dealing with it for about 2 weeks now, and it's actually getting a lot worse, as it's like I can hear in my voice. But I'm gonna go get Jinx later, and again, you'll see that on Patreon. No, they don't, Dan, but I probably should. I think what I need to do is I need to move the Patreon store to everyone, and from $5 and up, and then just do promotional codes for the people who have higher tiers so they can save 10-15%. So yeah, I might do that. I might move the gift shop down so that everyone can have access to it on Patreon. That probably would be ideal. Could you have imagined that? The mess? What mess? Jinx, I don't know yet. I haven't been out there to see him yet. I've been waiting for me to get in. Holly called me this morning and she was like, I hate to do this to you. I know that you're going to the doctor yourself this morning to be seen, but Jinx is foaming at the mouth, like drooling excessively, and he's like chomping, which tells me two things. And this is why I need to go out, because I will pin him down and I will pry open his mouth and get bit. That's just part of my job. Found something special, but I can only afford that. Nicole, that I will move everything. I can move the store down. That's not a big deal. Oh, I'm sorry that you're by my bank, but we'll be all set tomorrow. Oh, good. I'm glad to have you back. So anyway, Jinx, back to Jinx. I'm sorry, squirrel. So many questions are coming through. There is either sometimes they can get a bone or a sliver of a bone stuck into their mouth from chewing it. And then, or it could just be a bad tooth. So a lot of times the foaming at the mouth is just kind of like, it can mean bad tooth. It can mean something like that. So I'm going to go get it checked out after I check it out first. And if it turns out to be just a bad tooth, he's 9 years old, we'll go in, we'll get it yanked out, and we'll go from there. If it's tartar buildup, I mean, there's so many things that it can be, but without me actually physically going out and looking at it, I won't know what it is. So I will go look out at the bobcat's mouth. here in just a little bit, I'll go live on Patreon for that. And then we'll take him in to see Doc. I got to check into Doc as soon as I get back. I was hoping that I'd be back by now. It's already 10:18. I have so much to do. So waiting for doctor's appointment is not my strong suit. Because I'll go in and I'll act like I'm fine. I'm really not fine. I just don't feel well. But the problem is it's getting complicated to breathe for me. And so if it's that and it's not COVID, so at least it's, yeah, no, they're like, you have respiratory issues, you can go wait in your car, ma'am. I'm like, it's not COVID, but I'm okay with waiting out in my car. That's fine with me. But I'll go pick up Jinx. I do need to take him in. Here comes the ambulance right now. But I do need to make sure that I don't have pneumonia because it won't just go away. I need antibiotics. I need a Z-Pack. I'd be really happy if they could just call in a Z-Pack and I could go home. Robert Cat will absolutely hate getting stabbed. So I'll have to jab stick him, which is fine. I'll catch him and just put him in the enclosure, but then when we get to the vet, we'll have to jab stick him. None of that will be on, probably, I don't do needles. Oh, I'm getting my tattoo. So that's exciting news. I can't wait. I'm getting a tattoo, my whole forearm. I don't like needles, but I don't mind. I don't think that I'll mind. Pain doesn't bother me. It's not about that. It's about taking stuff out of my body. I don't like blood work and stuff like that, but I'm getting, I found an artist in Bellingham that I absolutely fell in love with and like his artwork and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to be going and getting my tattoo in the middle of October, which I'm really excited about. And no, it's not animals. So I'm super excited though. Super, super excited. There's the ambulance. Oh, fire. Oh no. That's unfortunate. I know what that means. So I might be waiting a little bit longer. That's really sad. Anyway, yeah, it is awesome. So I'm getting my kids, so I'm getting my whole forearm done and down around here into like the bottom part of my elbow. And I'm going to be getting, my kids' birth flowers, which are, daffodils. And so I'm going to, after seeing his work, I've kind of changed my design a little bit, but I'm going to get the daffodils and then I'm going to get the lily of the field, which is mine, all wrapped up through there with the I'm Still Standing and I'm Enough tattoo on there, which I'm very excited about. And then the people who have been very important in my life that have helped me get through what I've gotten through in my lifetime, I'm going to be adding their birth flowers. So like my best friend Jenny's, she was born in January, my mom's, my husband's, and so that's going to be the work that continues up, and hopefully I'll have a full sleeve. But no, I won't do numbing cream. Pain's not an issue. It's not pain. Yeah, the pain is what's exciting. So yeah, it's my first one. Yeah, it's my first one. So I'm super excited. Anyway, not important. So we'll get Jinx to the vet. And I'll get taken care of too. And hopefully it's just something that's a quick antibiotic that I can take and continue to work. But Holly was like, you need to take a day off. Yeah, I did childbirth twice. I can get this done. And I had nothing. I did it natural twice because I was an idiot. If you ever have a baby, just get an epidural. There's no shame in that. Just do it. It's worth it. But anyway, you guys are so great. So let me see if I can show you. God, I feel so naked without my computer or something to be able to, a phone to show you. Okay. So we got 2 new rescues in. We'll be going live with them later today. I texted it to you. I don't know. I haven't got a text message from anybody. I mean, my phone number is, oh yeah, I did. Oh, No, that's horrible. No, I don't want to think about that. Okay, so our new rescue, I hear the finger tattoos are really painful. Yeah, my friend has tattoos on all the insides of her fingers, and she has a full sleeve, and she just is like, the worst part was my fingers. Anything on a bone hurts, but you know, pain is pain. I'm okay with pain. So I don't plan on getting a foot tattoo. I plan on getting a sleeve done, and possibly my thigh, and maybe into my back. We'll see how addicted I get to the pain. So we got a rescue. Their names are Casper and Mon. I will be going live with them later today. Patreon had the advantage of seeing them first for a week. They actually knew it was coming on last Monday, and they got to see them. They also got to go back in our reptile room and see us feed animals and everything like that. But this is what I got in. We got in two little ferrets. Casper and Mon. They're like a white amber color. They're really, really pretty. They didn't come from a bad situation. The lady was actually very kind. She just didn't have time for them anymore, and she wanted to put them to an educational program. And so we get to educate you about ferrets and why they make good or do not make good pets. To never let them loose, please. Always make sure that you are, if you have to rehome an animal, if you need help rehoming an animal, you are welcome to call and text me too. I have no problem helping you get set up to be able to find a place for them to go. Yeah, Dan, did you send those in? There was no tag for them. Don't get a ferret from a pet store. Don't do it. There are so many ferrets that need help right now. Join your local groups. So I guarantee you, if you type in Ferret Rescue of Iowa, Ferret Rescue of Minnesota, Ferret Rescue of Texas, Ferret Rescue, you will find a group online looking for places to have ferrets go to good homes. Like, if you can adopt, don't shop. Like, that's very, very important. I understand that some people want specific dog breeds, and I'm okay with that because I'm the same way. I wanted a Bernese Mountain Dog. I wanted a St. Bernard. I rescued my Chihuahuas. I'm rescuing another dog possibly coming up here soon. I'm going to start working with pretty exclusively to see if I can get the personalities to match up with my pack. Then I'll have 6 dogs. Don't tell my husband, he's going to kill me. But anyway, all that's happening. But if you can adopt, the pet stores, and in the pet store, the cheapest thing you do is buy it. So if you buy a $400 ferret, now you're buying a $1,200 cage and you're doing all this stuff. Now, when people are rehoming their ferrets, most of the time their stuff comes with it. And so if you are paying $400 for a rehoming fee, which is a very reasonable fee, you're getting the cage and you're getting their food and you're getting their diet and they're established and all that stuff. So adopt, don't shop. If you want a snake, adopt, don't shop. Now, there are snake collectors out there that have a more specific need for what they're wanting. That's a little bit different. So most people will do something special there. But if you can adopt and give an animal a forever home, that is fantastic. Pet stores, yes, pet stores tend to sell animals that are going to die very shortly. My friend actually got a ball python from the pet store, and it ended up passing away within like 2 days. And she's actually works with reptiles, so it wasn't that, it just was a sick snake came. That's all it is. Pet stores will also take their fish when they're on their way out, and they'll literally throw them in the dumpster alive. And there are people who go and actually dumpster dive for these fish to bring them back to life and see if they can save them. So there's a lot of stuff that happens in the animal world that people do not know about. They charge so much at pet stores for a couple different reasons. One is because they have the liability of you taking in an animal that they've been keeping alive just fine, killing it, and returning it within 15 days. So they lose out on that profit from an animal by you killing it, because there are a lot of people who will get animals that they don't know what they're doing, and they'll end up dying. And so, like, just like even goldfish, right? Like, people get all that and stuff like that. So that's one reason they're expensive. The other reason they're expensive is because they can be. People just will spend that kind of money. So why not do a markup, right? Like it is what it is. Then they also have, they have the care of it, right? So like if I'm going to rehome a bird that I've been taking care of, I've never heard that. That's horrible. You can't usually, after using euthanization, you can't normally use the animal for a byproduct after that. Usually you have to shoot them. Or at least we do. And it has to be a through and through. We can't do anything with lead, anything. I mean, we don't do it when people bring us stuff dispatched. That's how we have to have them dispatch it, is either, anyway, like a chicken and stuff. So, but yeah, so that's why pet stores do that. Because, so like if I have a bird, right, like that somebody takes in and they have the proper enclosure and stuff like that, and they have all that stuff, a change in environment for just a bird alone can kill them due to the stress. Birds are not hardy animals. They will die so simplistically. And so my vet here will not work with vets or work with birds. He was like, I hate working with birds. I absolutely hate it. I won't do it. He goes, you look at a bird wrong and it dies. And so that's just something he doesn't specialize in. My vet over in Mount Vernon does. He specializes in the birds and the reptiles world. So that's his thing. I didn't see what Mel said, so I'm sorry. I adopted from PetSmart my kitty and it died 3 weeks. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry. That's so sad. Well, see, and then they should refund you for doing that, right? So like, again, there's times where people kill it and there's times where the pet store itself has killed it, right? So you don't know, like, you don't know what it actually pans out to be. And so you have to be really careful when buying from a pet store. I will buy from a pet store because, occasionally, because I'll be trying to save it. If I see something in really bad condition, I may try to rescue it. So my husband doesn't enjoy me going into pet stores ever. He's like, redirects me to a different location. He's like, no more, you're done. Just stop. You're fine. You don't need any more. So, which I do have 5 dogs and 5 cats right now, and a turtle and a tortoise and a gecko and a rabbit right now that Hank's almost fully healed. He'll be out to the property here soon. I think that's all I have right now. So, but yeah, so if you guys can adopt, don't shop. If you guys are having to rehome and you can't find a home for it, text me and I'll see what I can do, and I'll see what contact I can put you in with. And it's just, yeah, right, Nicole? I can't release that yet. It's a mix. It's a mixed breed. It's a mixed breed that they thought was a wolf, and the DNA testing came back that it wasn't a wolf. It was a mixture of breeds. And so I'm waiting to see how that goes. It may just be a shop dog out at the property. But again, all of that will be released to Patreon only. You guys will be seeing that probably pretty soon. I've been working pretty exclusively with her right now to see how things go, and it's been going well. I cannot believe that they still haven't called me in. I have so much to do. I may go check and see where I stand on my waiting, because it's almost been an hour and I have got to get to work. I got stuff to do, places to go, people to see, and animals to take care of. Hi! So anyway, join us if you guys want to rewatch this. It is available on Facebook. It doesn't delete off of there, so you're able to see our lives. After 20 minutes, I should go in. I really just need an antibiotic. They can just call me in a Z-Pack. That's all I need. I just need a Z-Pack and I can go on. It will knock anything out, because I'm quite honestly, so my Shep had strep throat, and they put him on amoxicillin. Well, I'm highly allergic to amoxicillin, or I probably would have shared his antibiotic, because they give him way too much, because that's how they mix it and stuff. But I'm really allergic to amoxicillin, so I couldn't do it. No, I gotta get the bobcat into the vet. I gotta get stuff done. I can't, it's just Holly and Angela out there, and I can't expect Holly to do everything. It's just like, I can't, it's too much. It's too much. At least things are almost pretty well deep cleaned, as of this week. So I have to do the turtles still, which I'll do tomorrow. I gotta do the tortoises tomorrow. I gotta finish the bird cages by Wednesday. I think it's taking so long because somebody just got ambulanced out of here. And the fire trucks are here too, which is, means that it's not a good situation. So I am assuming that that's probably it, because I saw that couple go in before me for the walk-in. It was an elderly couple. Now she's being driven somewhere. Super sad. Super sad. Isn't it funny how we take our kids in and wait forever and there's no problem, but when we wait until day, it is true. I do wait until I'm knocking on death's door to see. Yeah, virtual doctor. I need to get a chest x-ray. I need to make sure that I don't have pneumonia. Hi, Lisa. I am at the urgent care. I've been waiting here since 9:15, and they said it would probably be about an hour, and it's been an hour, but I'm still just waiting. And then I'm going into my vet, which actually luckily is right there, so I'll just walk down to him when I'm done here. Or if I have to go get a chest x-ray, I have to pass his clinic anyway, so I'll just drop in there. I gotta go check on Jinx, make sure, see what's going on with Jinxie, and then get him into the vet today too. Is it bad that I know all the firefighters too? Oh, I had this cute little couple. Oh my gosh, they're super, super, super cute. And they might be watching me right now because they said that they watch me all the time. But they collect fire patches in Georgia. They were on the news for it. I looked them up and I watched their little story. No, Dan, I've had this for about 2 weeks and I just haven't done anything about it. But I had an episode yesterday where I could barely breathe and I almost went into the ER. But the reason I didn't go into the ER was because I didn't feel like waiting for 6 hours and I would rather just kind of try to sleep it off a little bit. If I have pneumonia, I'm not allowed around them. I actually haven't been around the marmosets for about 2 weeks. And if I do, I've sanitized, but like if it's strep throat, it's only transmitted through like saliva and coughing and things like that. So, but I haven't really been around them. So I almost went to the ER yesterday. Almost had Aaron take me in, but I just kind of rested and slept it off a little bit. And I woke up this morning and it's better, but it's still kind of hard to breathe, but it's no big deal. I'll get it fixed. So anyway, but, yeah, there's just so much to be done, all the time. And, but I really need to, this week, I really have to start fundraising again because I have a lot of bills that I have to get paid and I'm like stressing out, which doesn't help me get better. Oh shoot, what's today? Monday? Sorry. Where's my keys? I just gotta hear it. There's the sirens are going off for the refinery. One sec. Sometimes you can hear the announcement over the radio depending on the way the wind's blowing and what's going on. So I can guarantee you all my wolves are howling out at the property right now. Oh, thank you. They're not making an announcement. I think my friend's husband's working nights, not right now. So the alarms are going off at the refinery. It's just gonna be one of those days, isn't it, where things just don't. Yeah. Nicole, that's how I roll. That's just how I roll. I feel fine. I feel fine. I just have to be careful. I gotta take care of myself because I can't afford to be out for a day. I can't not work. So I have to do that. The refinery are going off. The sirens for the refinery are going off. And they're still going off. So that's genuinely concerning. Last time we had that happen, so my husband is with the fire department, volunteer fire department, and we've had 2 huge explosions out at the property, or out at the refinery. One, couple of my friends, when I was younger, they lost their lives. Their dads lost their lives in the refinery explosion. And that was probably 30 years ago. And then this last one that we had was probably 3 or 4 years ago. It was really, 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 really tragic. There were quite a few people who lost their lives in the refinery explosion. I have a lot of friends who work out there. What's a refinery? The refinery is like where they make oils and things like that. But when that explosion happened, the things that my husband and them have to see is pretty extreme, and it's not. All of us really know each other here. We're a small town, and so we know a lot of the people. And when that goes off, I have 15 friends that work out at the refinery or more, like close friends. And so they may be doing a test though. Sometimes they do a drill. They do a drill every Wednesday, but then sometimes they do a random drill. Anyway, she'll text me if something's going on. It was very traumatic. I'm waiting for my doctor's appointment. It's taking forever. They said they would call me. Yeah. Being a first responder, I have a lot of respect and a lot of love for the first responders here. There's good people, and I have a lot of friends who are on the Anacortes Fire Department and all that too. So, things that Aaron has seen has not been. He goes to, when we have house fires and stuff, he's seen some pretty tragic things. There was a really tragic thing that happened where a child got stuck in the house that he responded on, and they couldn't get him out. So, I can't even fathom that. I'm not myself. I'm sick. I'm waiting for the doctors. So, anyway, so today, you guys, Patreon, I'll show you Jinx. I'll be taking Jinx to the vet on Patreon. See what's going on with his mouth. You guys will see me try to pin Jinx down, and, thanks to my no bite glove, whoever sent these in. Thank you so much. I'll be using these today for Jinx. I'm super excited. My no bite gloves are ruined. So this is fantastic timing. And we'll be doing that. I will go get a chest x-ray done real quick. Jinx is our bobcat. He is a North American bobcat, one of our rescues that we have. I probably will take the ferrets in at the same time and just have Doc look them over and just do a one over. They look fine to me, but it's, and he'll probably just do the same thing, like, oh, they look good. But still better listen to their heart, make sure everything sounds good. One may have a skin allergy. I need to just triple check. I have a theory of what's going on. The previous owner brought some of the blankets and stuff so that they feel like they were at home. Smelled very heavily of a fabric softener. So if you guys have animals and stuff like that, I don't use fabric softener at all at my house. And I don't use anything that's toxic on my floors. I don't use anything that's toxic. I don't have any Glade plugins. I don't use any of that crap. Don't use it. It's really, really bad for you guys. After my husband was diagnosed with cancer 8 years ago, I started to relook at everything in my life. And I started to realize all the stuff that we have, especially here in the United States, that we're allowed to have because it gets fast-tracked. And yeah, you don't use Glade plugins with parrots or anything like that. It's really, really bad for the respiratory. Very bad. So I started looking into all that stuff. So like now with my laundry, I use vinegar as my fabric softener, and it works very, very well. I use vinegar. Your clothes don't smell like vinegar. It just takes any odor out. I use baking soda. I use an eco-friendly, all natural powder for that has essential oils and stuff in it. And I use, I don't use any plugins at all because it's causes a high cancer in humans and your animals. Yeah, you have to be, yeah, depending on what you're keeping away, you have to be careful with sprays for pests and things like that. So a lot of things what people will do is they'll use peppermint oil. I am very allergic to peppermint, so I can't do scents. Like they send me through, so, excuse me, I can only do like smelly, foods. So like I'm okay with like vanilla, not vanilla, like sugar cookie, or, and a lot of times I'll just make my own natural boil of like, lemon with a cinnamon stick. Like I can't do a lot of cinnamon. It makes my throat close up and all that stuff. It's just fantastic. So I can't do scenty things. So I do that. It's also really good for you for cleaning your floors and stuff. I use vinegar to clean my floors. I use chlorhexidine, which is it's a vet cleaner. I actually will use that at my house too because it doesn't bother me and it kills everything. And they use it in surgeries and stuff too. So like they use it for wound care and stuff like that. So it's actually very, very safe. I'll use that to clean my rugs. I will use like, if I scrub them, I'll use like Dawn dish soap and then I'll rinse them all off and then I'll do a vinegar wash on them. But I do everything natural. I do Celtic salts to get my body alkalined and things like that. So I've been switching pretty natural. I've been slowly switching over to a natural lifestyle for the past like 2.5, 3 years. It's been a process. It's a lot of work to learn it. Once you learn it and know how to do it, it's simple, but the learning it is very complicated, but it will help your animals too. Yeah, Bath and Body Works. We had that conversation the other day. Jeremy and I had to stop into Bath and Body, well, we didn't stop into Bath and Body Works. We were stopping in, this was years ago. We had to pick up some stuff at the Cascade Mall for the business. I was like going out of business something and we had to pick some stuff up there. And like, I walked past Bath and Body Works and I was like, nope, I can't do it. It just absolutely closes all my airways up. It is a waste of money, but getting natural. I do castor oil. Yep. Good. Oh, that's so good to hear. Castor oil is fantastic. I actually wipe my entire body down with castor oil and I use magnesium spray. So like I just started that about 2 weeks ago. And I have some issues, like I have PCOS and I have stuff like that. Oh, my phone got too hot. And I have stuff like that. And so it really, really helped me out. Castor oil and magnesium spray has really helped me. Magnesium spray has helped me sleep a lot better. So anyway, now that my phone is too hot, let me take this off. Man, my phone's super hot. They have magnesium sprays and things like that. It's very, very, very helpful to help me sleep at night. Oh man, that's like scary hot. My other iPhone, my business phone, I think it's a 14. I don't know. It's just a business phone. This is my personal phone, so it's a little bit better. Oh, but then I have to start my car. I don't want to waste gas. It's like $5 a gallon here. I'm cheap. And it's not hot out. It's actually a very, very, very cold day. Anyway, I'm going to go check in on my appointment because I'm going on 2 hours now or hour and a half of waiting. So I appreciate you guys joining and talking to me about stuff. Let's see here. See, it's back on. But I want to say goodbye to Facebook too. So give me 30 seconds to see if it'll let me go live. Okay, there we go. Bow, bow, bow. Sorry, my phone overheated. Oh, God. I gotta have the case on or it's slippery. Bear with me. It's gonna be at a little bit of an angle. Okay, so I'm gonna go check in, and then when I get out to the property, I will go live on Patreon, and I will, I gotta go check into the vet, and then I'll go live on Patreon. I gotta feed the sloths really fast. I gotta feed the birds really fast. Then I gotta load up Jinx. He's gonna want the cat at the end of clinic for the morning, which is gonna be by noon. So I gotta get that cat to him by noon. I'll go live on Patreon for catching Jinx and putting him in the cage and checking out his mouth. And it's just heavy. Like, I think it's just, that's why I feel like, except for pneumonia, when I've had it, it just feels lower and I'm pretty coughy, but I know it's not COVID. I already checked. It's not COVID. It might just be strep. We'll see. I feel okay. I get winded easy, and my job is very physical, and so I have to be able to do it. So, I better not have an hour. I have so much to do. I've been waiting here for an hour. I'm gonna have to cancel and just come back when I'm done with my stuff. I thought going in early in the morning I'd be able to get in there quicker, and it definitely has not played out that way at all. And then I'm going to do all my updating on Patreon, so I'll probably be working computer work from like 2 o'clock till maybe 10 tonight to get everything caught up for Monday. It's 10:49 a.m. here in Washington. So, yeah. I've been waiting here since 9:15. I try not to bug them because I know that like they're conveniently squeezing me in. And I worked for doctors. I worked in urology for 5 years. So I know what it's like. So I try to be patient with